What's going on, guys? It's your boy Justin here, and today we're going to be talking about long exposure. Specifically long exposure when it comes down to having a subject being surrounded by the long exposure itself. So let's go ahead, get onto the laptop, open up Lightroom, and let's get right into this video. Alright, so I already have Lightroom set up here. First thing we're going to talk about is how to actually take these long exposures. You're going to have your shutter as low as you can. You're going to have your aperture as fast as it can go. And you're going to have your ISO as low as it can go. And I usually shoot at nighttime, so I'm just trying to avoid grain at all costs. So what's happening when you're doing a long exposure? You press the button, it goes, it holds the lens open while it's taking that photo. And it holds, letting all that light in. And then it goes, letting that whole time that it was since the first, letting that be the whole photo. So I'm gonna go ahead, drop a video right here of a boomerang of my model circling around herself with the sparkler. So after that, what that comes out with is something kind of like this. And it made the string around. And then after that, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna actually wanna have another photo. So you're gonna use something kind of like this. I took this photo, took it really dark, so then I can bring it up in post-production. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Get this photo looking how I want it to, then we'll jump right into how to bring the light around the subject. Alright, so now that we're done with that, there's the before and after of that. It moved a little bit, but before and after looks really good. So now we're gonna jump into the light itself. We're gonna make sure that the only thing in the photo is the trail itself. We're gonna try to make sure she's not in it and the background isn't in it. So how we're gonna do that is we're just gonna bring down the exposure, not too much, contrast it a lot, bring up the highlights, drop the shadows all the way, drop the whites a little bit, drop the blacks not too much because you still want to have kind of detail in there. We're going to bring up the clarity a bit, and we're just going to make it until you can't really see her shoes on the bottom there. We're going to go ahead and set both these photos over to Photoshop so then we can have the light laid over the subject. So go ahead, right click, edit in Adobe Photoshop, let that load, and we'll be right back with that. Let's go ahead and bring in the other one, same ordeal, right click, edit in Adobe Photoshop. I'm just gonna pop that right into Photoshop for us. And once it's in, you're gonna wanna go ahead, press V, bring that photo on top of the other one. And you're gonna wanna press Control C, so then we can go ahead and scale it down so it fits right on top of our subject where we want it. That looks pretty good. Let's pull it down just a little bit. And you're gonna wanna confirm that placement. You're gonna go right here on top of the layers. Make sure you have layer 1 selected. You're gonna press lighten, and you can see right there it basically makes the photo. So from here, what we're gonna do is pull up, find the spot you wanted at. I wanted it to look like the sparkler was still making the trail, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there, and that's basically it. So that's like before, after, without it. You can see that there's all these lights in the background from the other one. I think it makes it look cooler. You might not. If you don't like it, you can go ahead, grab the eraser tool and take some of those away. From here, all we're gonna do is File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. I'm gonna save it, save to desktop. Bam, just like that, we have a photo ready for Instagram. Then from here, what I usually do is I go on Instagram, make a little bit of tweaks because they usually change when I Dropbox it. That basically does it right there, guys. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope it helps. This works with any kind of long exposure. If you have like a glow stick and swing it around somebody and just take that long exposure, throw it above the subject, it'd work with that as well. I just use a sparkler because that's what was around for me and how I kind of saw it in my head. Go ahead, tickle the like button down below, subscribe, do the post notification thing, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. You want to say bye, Mia? You want to say bye to the people? Bye, people. Bye, Mia. Bye, Mia. Bye, Mia. Mia, you ain't so happy? Okay, bye, guys.
Yeah.